Vito Hannibal Acconci was born January 24th, 1940. He's an American designer, a landscape architect, and a performance and installation artist. Acconci went to a Roman Catholic elementary school, high school, and college, where he attended Regis High School in New York City. He received a bachelor's in arts in literature from the College of the Holy Cross in 1962, and another degree in literature and poetry from the University of Iowa. Acconci began his career as a poet working with Bernadette Meyer in the late 1960s. In the 1980s, Acconci turned to permanent sculptures and installation. During this time, he invited viewers to create artwork by activating machinery and erected shelters and signs. In January of 1983, Acconci was a visiting artist in Middlebury College. During that time, he completed Way Station 1, which was his first permanent installation. The work sparked immense controversy on the college's campus and eventually was set on fire and destroyed in 1985. Despite this, the sculpture marked a transition for Acconci's career from performance artist to architectural designer.
In design, Acconci regarded space as an important aspect. However, time was a more essential factor. He did not believe that art or architecture should be something universal, meaning that it would be a creation of the dominant culture of a period, but rather wanted something that continuously changed with time. He thought of art as an activity that people could participate in alongside his works, and wanted his pieces to not just be viewed, but something people could become a part of as well.
The Murrensell, or Island, in Graz, Austria, is actually not an island at all, but an artificial floating platform in the middle of the Mur River. This landmark was designed by Vito Acconci and in 2003 became Europe's capital of culture. The building is in the form of a giant seashell and measures 154 feet in length. 2-foot bridges connect it with both banks of the Mur. The center of the platform forms an amphitheater, and below a twisted round dome there is a cafe and playground for people to occupy.
Courtyard in the Wind was a project done in Munich, Germany, where Acconci helped design the courtyard of the Technisches Rathaus, a building which housed Munich's Department of Municipal Building. It has an enormous glass tower extruding from the corner of the entire building, with a wind rotor sitting upon the top of the tower. When powered by the wind, the motor generates electricity to then rotate the ring-shaped disc on the face of the courtyard a few centimeters per second. He wanted to utilize the high and low spaces of the site, and found the notion of movement and change to be important, thus implementing the revolving ring. He created this work based on the principle of landscape, where the imagery of the word typically suggests a picturesque plane that is blown in the wind, and uses the disc to convey that image literally.
Now the adjustable wall bra, created by Vito Acconci in 1990, and is quoted by him, "I want to put the viewer on a shaky ground, so he has to reconsider himself and his circumstances." And the reflexive response he tried to get from this was sexual desire and people being reduced as infants and dwarfed by their mother. The bra is adjustable, you can sit in it, and you can also turn into a tent or an igloo. It has lights up and has speakers for other social events.
Lastly, the Wave-A-Wall or Wave Wall was a work done in Coney Island, New York, where the West 8th Street subway station was given a new facade. From the station, you could see the whole island, the amusement park, and the beach, so the inspiration for the design was taken from the waves of the ocean that rippled back and forth. The staircase of the 2-level station was reformed into a wave-like structure that would bulge in and out, twisting itself from the second floor, reaching the first floor, and spiraling back up to the second again. The waves that bulged in formed a strip that could be used as a seating area, while breaking points of waves created a viewing port between the two crests. Acconci wanted to create this enclosed staircase so that when pedestrians traversed through the area, they could become a part of the twisting walkway too. The original design of the structure was to be plated in mirrors so that it could reflect the neighborhood, but was scrapped quickly as it posed safety concerns to drivers with the reflected light. Acconci strives to create works that step beyond or even erase the frames of his pieces, as he believes that architecture will survive by breaking the frame, or more precisely, by melting that frame.